This melon weighs over 10 pounds and without support, it could snap right off the vine. Most gardeners do not realize that once melons reach this size, the vine isn't designed to hold all this weight, especially if you're growing your melons vertically.
One look and I breathe.
Most gardeners do not realize that once cantaloupe reaches this size, the vine isn't designed to hold all that weight, especially if you're growing it vertically. If you're growing it on the ground, you have nothing to worry about. But if you're growing it vertically, you have to do something about it. Otherwise, your precious melons are going to snap off the vine. And let me show you guys exactly what I do to make sure that do not happen. This is how I support all of my melons. You guys saw the watermelon, how I supported it. I created a whole video showing you guys how I do it. Today, I'll be showing you guys how I support my cantaloupes and just smaller melons to be precise. The first melon you guys saw in the beginning of this video, that was a crimson sweet watermelon. It is huge, so you need something like that is sturdy, that can carry the watermelon, that is breathable, but also can allow the watermelon to grow as it goes. I grow all my melons vertically. Right now, you see this is a cantaloupe that I have here in my Vigo garden raised bed, and it is growing vertically. This is the reason why you need to support your melons. When you grow it vertically, you see how tiny the stems are. It is not built to support such a melon of this size once it starts to get big. It is going to fall off the stem, as you see right there, and it's going to fall off the vine if you do not give it something to support it, which is the reason why I'm about to show you exactly what I use to support it. So we're about to create a DIY sling that is going to carry the weight so that the stem can relax and the watermelon can take its time to grow and actually fall off the vine when it is ready. The purpose of using a sling or something to support your melons is to help assist the melon grow without falling off of the vine and snapping right at the stem that connects to the melon. What the sling does is transfer the weight from the vine onto the trellis. So we're growing our melons vertically, so we want to make sure that the weight that the vine would be carrying such a heavy melon is being transferred onto the trellis by way of a sling. There are many things that you can use to support your melons while they grow vertically. Some of the ways that I use and that I will be supporting my melons with today is a pantyhose. Now, I've showed you guys many times how to grow your melons vertically and what type of slings to use based on the heaviness of the melon. Like you guys saw in the beginning of the video, you want something that is breathable because you don't want it to trap the heat in the melon, because it can actually cook the melon and makes it get rotten. So if you're growing something that big, you want to use something that is sturdier than a pantyhose, which I'm going to be using for my smaller melons like the cantaloupes and the sugar babies. So here are some tips for you guys that want to grow your melons vertically but need to support it. First thing first, you want to make sure you install a sling on your melons before they get really big. You want to start installing the sling when they're like a medium size before it starts to get too heavy, because melons grow really quickly. Once it starts to get to a decent size, you're going to notice that it starts to expand 2 times faster every single day. So just pay attention to the melon and see how fast it's growing. Once it gets to like a medium size where it looks like it might be getting too heavy for the vine, you want to go ahead and install your sling, whether if that's a pantyhose or insect netting. I use insect netting for my larger melons because it is sturdier and it can hold weight, or a t-shirt or anything that you have at home that is breathable. You want to make sure that you're installing that sling while the melon is still at a small to medium size, but make sure you have enough room in the sling for the melon to grow bigger. Like I mentioned, you want to make sure whatever material you're using, it is breathable, because you do not want to cook your melon. It will absolutely cook in the summer heat if you have it trapped in something that is not a breathable fabric. Next, you also want to make sure that they have enough space and it is something that will assist the melon to grow bigger instead of stunting the growth by putting it in a very tight space. You want to make sure you are checking your sling every 2 days just to make sure that whatever sling that you have installed to support your melons on the trellis is performing well, whether or not it is getting too small for the melon or if it is restricting the melon from growing or if it's not getting enough air. So pay attention to that sling, and also paying attention to the sling, making sure that it is tight enough on the trellis and it is not going to fall off the trellis when the melon gets bigger. You want to make sure you avoid tying the sling too tight around the fruit, because you want to make sure that the fruit have enough room for it to grow, but still you want to make sure that it's tight enough on the trellis so that the sling does not fall. Alrighty, y'all, I'm about to show you guys how I create my sling for your cantaloupes. You want to go ahead and get you some mesh cloth that is stretchy, like a pantyhose. You can use an old pantyhose. Just make sure you washed it, or get some from the dollar store. You don't need anything expensive. Just make sure it is a sturdy pantyhose that does not rip too easily, but it's still breathable. So I have my pantyhose right here, and you want to make sure you go ahead and cut it at a decent enough size. It doesn't need anything too big, so I cut that right there, and then I am going to cut it in the middle. As you can see right here, the sling has the little footy right there, and it is closed on this end, so I am going to cut it from this end so that I can be able to cut it in the middle, just like that. All right. Next, we're gonna just cut it straight down the middle. We're creating like a sling slash a hammock, a bra, whatever you want to call it, for your babies to have that support, okay? The girls need the support, okay? The girls need the support, y'all. Okay, as you can see, this is my sling right here. It is nice and stretchy. All right, so what we're gonna do is on the end of each sling, we're just going to tie it onto the trellis, and I'll show you that really quickly. And then we're going to tie the other side onto the trellis, and the melon is going to sit in the middle. Also, the melon does not have to be sitting directly inside of it if the melon is still small, because once it starts to get bigger, it is going to drop into the sling. I have a melon here that is at a real mature stage, so I'm kind of putting this on here late, but it's better late than never, because one thing about melons is once it's ripe, it's going to just fall off the vine, and that's the reason why we want to make sure we are adding our sling under it, because if you're growing it vertically, if it falls off the vine, it will fall right into this sling right here, and you don't have to worry about it falling to the ground and the animals get into it. So come along, let me show you how I tie my melons into this sling. Alrighty, y'all. I am going to actually tie it up here. Alrighty, y'all, this is perfectly sitting in there, and it is not going anywhere. It has provided some release onto the vines, as you can see, especially the stem right here that's connecting to the melon. I have it tied here, and I have it tied here. Now the melon can just focus on ripening instead of struggling for its life to stay on the vine. And that's how you create a sling for your melons, okay? This is how you provide support for your cantaloupes growing on a trellis, or just growing vertically on whatever it is you got it growing on. You need to be able to support it. Alrighty, y'all, so y'all see how I just did that? That's how you support your melon when you're growing it vertically. Now I have about 7 more melons that's growing on this trellis that I need to support. They're not all as big as the one that we just did, but they're all at the size that you absolutely need to put a sling on, so that when it gets bigger, it can just sit in the sling. I'm about to do all of that, and then I will share with you guys the next steps, okay? So come along, y'all. Okay guys, so you are going to use the sling that you just created, and you're going to tie it onto the trellis, and you just want to make sure that you give it enough room and space for you to tie it on. Okay, so this is how I tie mine. I see a lot of effects from the squash bugs. Just so you guys know, the squash bugs absolutely eat the leaves of the cantaloupes or the melons, especially the cantaloupes. And I'm seeing a lot of damage from that, which means I don't know how long I have for this plant to survive, but at least I'm seeing over 7 melons on it. If it does happen to die, at least I know I would have gotten a good amount of melons off of it. But yes, y'all, those nasty little suckers are eating the leaves. Every time I see them, I get rid of them, but I could tell that they have definitely gotten to the leaves for sure, which really sucks because I see some of the vines are dead. Alrighty, so this is how you support your cantaloupe, okay? Now, when it get bigger, it's gonna drop in there and it is gonna do very, very well. And I still see a ton of little tiny baby ones like these still coming, but because of the damage to the leaves, I'm kind of skeptical about how long these plants are gonna last. Alrighty, y'all, we are all done, and I just need y'all to let me know one thing down below in the comments. Are you team watermelon or are you team cantaloupe? Remember, growing your melons vertically is one of the best ways to grow your melons because it gives the pollinators the opportunity to pollinate those flowers very easily. It also increases the airflow in between the plants, which makes the stem healthier and gives you a healthier melon. And also, I think it makes the melon grows larger because it is not being disturbed by any type of bugs, insect, or any type of animals. It is shielding the animals away from the melons, okay? Especially when you go ahead and put the sling on it. Since I've been growing my melons vertically, I haven't had any issues with animals trying to eat them. And I have a ton of videos showing you guys how I started the seeds and transplanting and how I grow them in small spaces as well as in containers. So check out those videos if you need help with any of that, okay? There's so much to do here in this garden. I have some harvesting to do. I see some tomatoes that needs to be harvested. I'll show you guys that in the behind the scenes after we finish with this clip, so stay tuned. So if you want to see me harvest some tomatoes because they are ready, and I need to water the garden because it is thirsty, okay? One thing I do want to mention about the melons, once they start to get a little bit larger, you don't want to water it too often because it is going to dilute the sweetness. When the melons are in the stage where they're becoming a little bit larger, that's when all of the sugar tries to get together and increase into the melon. So you want to make sure you're not watering it too much because it can absolutely dilute the melon. But in the beginning stages, you absolutely want to give it enough water just so that it can grow and it is getting exactly what it needs. Now remember, when you're growing melons, they're heavy feeders, so you absolutely need to fertilize them. But that's it, y'all. That's how you support your melons. Support the girls. They need the support, okay? And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Don't forget, I still have seeds in my store. These melons that I grew this year, they're absolutely seeds that I harvested from my melons from last year. If you want to grow some cantaloupe or you want to grow some watermelon, absolutely go to my Etsy store. The link is in the description. I have a ton of seeds still there, and they're all good seeds, okay? Check out the reviews. They all will germinate, and honey, as you can see, they're going to be doing the dang thing, okay? I have other seeds other than melons, but check it out, okay? And don't forget, I am a Vigo Gardening affiliate, so go ahead and check out the discount code in the description of this video and get you something from Vigo Gardening, because they have a huge sale going on right now for their anniversary. Take advantage of it before the sale is over, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. But that's it, y'all. The last thing I need y'all to do is go ahead, drop in the comments. Let me know, are you team cantaloupe or are you team watermelons? Which one is your favorite? I personally love watermelons, and my husband loves cantaloupes, so I grow his cantaloupes and I grow my watermelons.
And remember, y'all, if you're looking for organic heirloom seeds, go ahead in the description of this video and grab your pack of seeds in my Etsy store and get your garden popping. Bye, y'all. Happy gardening.